Hello again, everybody. Ben Jarofsky here. We're calling this Not One Day Monday, and here's why. Great Kam Buckner is standing by. I'm just calling him Mr. Quotes. I open up today's Bright One. Sometimes he's everywhere. And it was by chance, fortuitous that I had reached out to Kam to have him come on to talk about the session, the end of the legislative session, and I open up here he is here he is about the RTA. Here he is about the Bears. Here he is about other things in the budget. So it's just a great opportunity to bring him on and talk to him. I'm going to, not one day, I'm just going to get this off my chest. I'll probably get this off my chest for the several times as we head into what I think it's on June 13th, sentencing day for Michael Joseph Madigan, former House Speaker. There's a letter, article in the Sun-Times by Dave McKinney. Shout out Dave McKinney at WBZ, excellent reporter, dear friend. Headline, letters for leniency. With Madigan's sentencing nearing hundreds, write statements of support for ex-House Speaker Michael Joseph Madigan. And among the people, these are all names that I know well from all my years and years of following politics in Chicago. William Lipinski, former congressman from the southwest side of Chicago. Lisa Madigan, of course, Michael Madigan's daughter, used to be Attorney General. Jane Thompson, the widow of the former governor, Jim Thompson. These are names, youngsters, you don't even know. Jim Thompson, he was a powerhouse governor, ladies and gentlemen, in the 80s. Jim Edgar, former governor in the 90s, a Republican. Giving a shout out to Michael Madigan, asking the judge for leniency. And Jerry Reinsdorf, the owner of the Chicago White Sox and my beloved Chicago Bulls, he weighed in as well. I'm going to weigh in myself. I am not a friend of Michael Joseph Madigan. I've never met Michael Joseph Madigan. I've talked to him once on the phone. For some reason, he granted an interview with me, and so I appreciate that. I oppose Michael Joseph Madigan from start to finish when he was the House Speaker and when he was running the 13th Ward. He's part of the power elite in the state of Illinois that I've been fighting my whole professional life. That said, it's an outrage, in my humble opinion, that the feds are seeking a 12.5-year sentence against this guy for the ComEd case. I think it's an outrage that they're seeking anything, given what's going on in the state of corruption justice in this country. There is no more corruption in this country. Corruption is legal. Haven't you been paying attention, prosecutors in Illinois, to what your boss, Donald Trump, has been doing? He's been pardoning people left and right. We talked about it a lot. We did with Monroe last week. We had the pardon trivia quiz. There were so many pardons that we had to run through. It's hard to keep track of them all. Donald Trump has basically said corruption is now, there is no more corruption. It's legal. He's shaking down. What did he do to Facebook? You saw what he did to Zuckerberg. He put out a social media comment saying Zuckerberg should be arrested. And then Facebook responded by settling its suit against him. He's twisting arms, taking airplanes. We saw him on the video, like trying to force the state of Georgia, the election officials, on a phone call to throw out the votes that separated him from Biden so he could declare himself the victor. He dispatched his hooligans to storm Congress, the halls of Congress, the insurrectionists, to overturn the election, try to force threaten Mike Pence to overturn the election. And then he commuted or pardoned them once he got into office. So he has pretty much declared that, as far as he's concerned, there is no such thing as corruption. So why are we still prosecuting Michael Madigan? I'd like to know that. Michael Madigan's crimes, whatever they are, pale in comparison to Trump. Now you're going to go, Ben, you can't do that. You have to hold to your standards in Illinois. I'm like, try to explain that to a fourth grader. Try to explain that to a kid. Why you have one set of standards for a Democrat in Illinois and another set of standards for anybody who kisses Donald Trump's ring. I don't believe he should have 1 day in prison. Therefore, you know what? And if you want to give him community service, fine. I'm sure Michael Madigan He's got a lot to offer. He knows a lot about. He could teach a civics class. I'd love to be in that civics class. Here's my deal. Now, one day in prison and make him teach civics at Morgan Park High School. Kam Buckner's alma mater. I'll be in the class in the front row. I'll be the guy in the Bulls hat taking notes. Could you repeat that, Speaker Madigan? I didn't miss that one. But I'm serious about this, folks. Not one day. And he's made life miserable for so many of my friends, okay? Thinking of, I'm thinking of you, Casey, Kelly Cassidy, Elena Hampton. But I'm sorry, guys. Not one day. Man, his alleged crimes pale in comparison to Trump's. And the American people acquitted Trump. Isn't that what people always say? All right, I had to get that off my chest.